Welcome back to Tonzy Tuesdays. We're here to discuss the legend Bertanzo and keep his legacy going.
Here we are again, talking Tonzy Tuesday, talking about the legend. We were discussing his first birthday, and then we had a great Christmas, and we'll attach some photographs. Shortly after Christmas, or during the Christmas break, Elijah gave Brendan chickenpox. His whole body was covered from head to toe.
I got chickenpox, and I gave them to Brennan, and I felt super bad because he was only a year old, and he got them worse than I did.
So to help him stop from scratching himself and spreading, we had to put like oven mitts on his hands.
Yes, little mittens. Yes,
yeah.
on his hands.
Mom had to tape oven mitts to his hands so that he wouldn't scratch himself. And we were both just so sick that entire month.
Getting into spring that following year, he was once again really enjoying the outdoors. He had a little plastic lawnmower,
Yes.
and when I was cutting the lawn, he would follow behind me in my track as I mowed the lawn. He liked his outdoor toys. He had a wooden riding horsey.
Yes, he loved
That he rode inside during the early spring when it was bad weather. And he got listening to music because we would always
at
put
a young age.
music on the weekends while we're cleaning the house. And he would bop around to the music. So we have video recordings of him
Dancing, and he would sit on the riding horse, and he would sway his head back and forth and rock and sway his head to the music, just always wanting to move and dance nonstop.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That summer, Papa and me and my Christmas came up from Florida. It was late in the summer. We built a swing set in the backyard, a wooden swing set. And Papa helped me with all the measuring and cutting, and we nailed that thing together in one day. I was so exhausted. And we took that swing set to every house we owned, from Normandy to Mary Street to...
Right here.
Yeah, same damn swing set. It was very sturdy. The kids loved it.
I remember when Brennan said his first word. The two of us were sitting in the dining room. He was in his high chair, and I was like sitting across from him. And he like turned and pointed at the clock on the wall, and then just looked at me deadpan. It was just like, clock.
If not his only first word early on was clock, which was amazing. We didn't understand why until we went and visited Barb, Carrie's mom, and realized that when she was holding him, she would always walk towards the clock, and Brenda would point to it. And Mima would always say, clock, that's a clock. So he was trained early on to say the word clock.
He actually called her Grandma Clock for a short time.
Yes.
Yes, she became Grandma Clock.
When he was young, that was
He
his
wasn't even
first
saying
name.
Mama and Dada real
Right.
clear. He was saying clock.
But he would go over to our Mima's house very often, and she would hold him in front of the grandfather clock and point at it when it would go off every hour and just say clock over and over. So it was like in his head, and like I thought it was really interesting that was his first word.
I think we're going to end it here for now. Towards the end of this discussion was Carrie got pregnant for his little brother. We're going to discuss that next. That's amazing. We'll see you next time on Tonzy Tuesdays.